And we are on. Welcome, everyone, to the 166th live broadcast of the Rare Book Cafe. And today we are streaming live from the 38th Florida Antiquarian Book Fair in St. Petersburg. I'm Lynn Thompson in the broadcast booth in Chester, South Carolina. With me is Amber Sheehan from one of our sponsors, Biblio.com in Asheville, North Carolina.
Hello,
It's
everybody.
always sunny and cool and breezy. And reporting from our floor is our producer, creator, and intrepid interviewer, the Edward R. Murrow of the book world, Alan Smith. Good morning, Alan.
Good morning. Well,
So
welcome to the Florida Antiquarian Book Fair. This is day 3. This is exciting. I have my friends over here from Barcelona. Hi there. You are on the Rare Book Cafe, stream live on Facebook. And we did a broadcast yesterday that was not on the Rare Book Cafe, but we'll just stop right in here and see how you are doing. And I want to show you. Maybe we'll look at one of your pieces. Would that be?
Yeah, sure.
Would be good. So, anything you want to say to the folks out there at?
Let's see one of our most beautiful books. This is the Book of Hours of the Great Hours of Anne of Brittany. It was
Isn't
done.
that beautiful?
It was done by actually Jean Bourdichon. One
Look
of them.
at that! Oh my! Now, what these are for everybody. These are reproductions of early original work that were all hand painted originally, and these are faithful reproductions, and they are limited edition. There are how many?
987 books.
987 books in each of these, and they won't do any more than that. They move on to other, because there's so many amazing works that are available. They collect these from all over Europe. They get the permission to reproduce them. We looked at one yesterday that is at the in the States here at the.
It was the Bible of St. Louis?
Yes.
So we reproduce them, and they are always kept in the most beautiful, most prestigious organization or institutions like the British Library, like the Bibliothèque Nationale in France in Paris, or like the Huntington as well, Huntington Library, or in St. Petersburg.
That's right. You mentioned the Huntington Library, and they and so these are faithful reproductions. Plus, in addition to this this beautiful piece that you would receive, you would also receive, and these are case come in a case, right?
Yes, to well protect the manuscript, we are going to include a beautiful leather case.
Oh, look at that! Isn't that wonderful?
That's gorgeous.
And then, in addition to that, you part of the package is a book that tells you that is annotated and explains what you're looking at.
Exactly.
So isn't
that's wonderful. So you've got a coffee table copy that you can look through and not worry about and learn about the art and the pieces in. That's beautiful.
Exactly.
It's either explaining all the history about the manuscript, either the translation of the text, or in the case of the Book of Hours, we also have all the different typologies of flowers that we can find on it.
Oh, wonderful! So we also know that you are you're based in Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
But you have an office in the States in
Coral Gables.
In Coral Gables. So very, very easy access, even from people who are in the Carolinas.
Yeah.
You could conceivably get down here before you get to Barcelona.
We're also going to be in New York next week.
Oh, okay.
In Kalamazoo in Michigan.
Oh, really?
Yes. So we're gonna be in an international Congress of Medieval Studies, and in Los Angeles, and then we will be back to Barcelona.
But then you have a permanent office in
Yes.
Miami. Do you have any others in the States?
No, not for now.
Not now.
It's normally the person who wants to be in touch or in contact with us. You can always write to us an email or visit our webpage, and then we are coming very often to the United States to visit those people interested in the books.
So look for your schedule, and can you find your schedule on your website?
We are like very flexible in terms of schedule, so we are happy to come anytime that people require us.
Oh, good. So let's. I think you had a card that has your information on it. Let's look at that, and so that would be. Getting the right place. Okay, so here's the information so that you would be able to find.
All the manuscripts
and there's telephone numbers on there, and if you don't get it now, you can get it on the replay.
That's right.
And so that it'll be there, and they're also on Facebook and on Twitter and YouTube. So there's plenty of ways to get in touch with them.
Yes, on YouTube actually you will have a lot of videos of any of our books, which are amazing. Actually, you can have a nice overview of what we do and what is our philosophy and our qualities.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you so Roberto. Much. We will see you soon. Hopefully. Thank you.
Well, those are truly lovely. When I was last on ground at the fair, and everyone was taking me, you were taking me around to the different booths and letting me handle the amazing books for my first time being at a fair. It's wonderful that they can have that piece of art reproduced so faithfully, but also have another one that is a little less intimidating to flip through.
How many of us are scholars of that kind of work? So to have that available, to be able to refer to it and to understand and to learn about the pieces, just incredible. So right here with me, I've started back here where we started yesterday. So right here with me is one of our favorite people and one of our favorite Rare Book Cafe people. Hi, Edie.
Hello, and what I want to say about this fair is, for the first time in 30 years, what I have found Sarah doing is doing a scavenger hunt of the fair. I think it is a brilliant idea. I have never been done, and I have had my picture taken as a star of the Rare Book Cafe and the wife of Stephen Eisenstein from Bucks on the Book.
Well, he should have a picture taken of him being the husband of Edie Eisenstein.
Oh, but the fair has been wonderful, and it's just fun. I ordered with Mike Slicker's son. Not his son, but his grandson.
His grandson.
Who has a little.
Oh my goodness! Look at that.
I got a little Spanish Bible, and I got a little book on garden verses.
Oh, wonderful!
And because I am teaching a child in my building how to read, only someone near my age will appreciate an old McDuffie's reader. And so, what did they get for this? Well, they got a couple of keychains.
A couple of your keychains, okay.
Of books.
All right.
With quotes on the back.
Those are nice.
You find the author that you like, and a quote from that author. So Michael Slicker's grandson, who is Sarah Slicker Smith's children, his son and his daughter, Sarah, when she was the age of her daughter, 6 years old, at first started to come to the book fairs with Michael, her dad, camping out under the tables in his booth. So they now have one of my keychains that they've bartered for.
All right.
I'm having a marvelous time.
Well, there's Thorne. I see Thorne over there. Thank you, Edie.
You are welcome, Alan. I will see you later. Tell your gorgeous, wonderful wife that I am so impressed with her. I can't stand her.
Oh, thank you so much.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. And here I see I see Thorne, and I should flip this around because Thorne is making changes on his selected.
They ain't coming home.
Okay, book $5 or 3 for 10. Okay, and this is books and this is all posters. Now, Thorne, when you were yesterday when we were doing this broadcast, you were a little busy because you had some folks in there.
100 posters.
Oh wow!
So I had several hundred of them that came. I'm really not a poster dealer. In those situations, if you want to buy the estate, you have to take the posters with you.
No.
Because, among other things, they were on her table when she was doing Thanksgiving dinner. So to buy the books,
She wanted them gone. So there you go.
Sitting on my table, throwing it up, they were literally that thick. I mean, I had 200 posters. We're down to probably 100 or maybe 50 now.
Well, congratulations.
We have people buying them like crazy.
And
didn't sit down yesterday.
I will be coming by because I spotted one that I want. I sure hope it's still there.
Well, you're going fast.
All right.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so we're going to go down here.
It seems to really just be hopping.
You ready? Yes, I'm always ready. All right. Cliff, say hello to our folks out there with Rare Book Cafe.
Hello, how are you?
Hello.
And I want to show you who you.
Hello there.
Hello.
And this is Amber.
Hello there.
Hi, Amber.
And they are each in one of the Carolinas.
North and South.
But one in North and one in South. So Amber is with biblio.com.
Mm-hmm.
And
I have an account with them.
Yes, you do. So
Wonderful, thank you.
And then Lindsay is with the Rare Book Cafe.
Okay.
So tell us what you have here that you want to share with us here at the Florida Antiquarian Book Fair.
Well, I'm a general bookseller. I don't specialize in any one subject, but I do have a concentration in literature and poetry, but I carry books in all fields. Currently, I have a nice collection of British hunting in Africa. I bought a library of books from a gentleman who had passed away, who was in the OSS and stationed in Afghanistan, Libya, and in Rhodesia. So he got into hunting and he built a very substantial library. And those are quite interesting, even though it no longer fits in our world today.
Sure.
Right.
So would you like to show us
Okay.
a couple of volumes from that?
Here's a sample, just a sample of some of the books. Looking for one in particular I had. I don't see it. Here's a copy of Hunting in British East Africa.
Oh, wow.
And it's inscribed by the author.
Oh, wow.
Dear Max, I can't make out his hand. Thanks for the amateur who has praised. It's hard for me to read his hand, but it's him.
Maximilian Foster. Is
Yeah.
that right?
Yeah.
Wow. In beautiful shape.
That's very special.
This is an interesting book here.
Okay.
Someone, Frederick Sellos was a young man in London in the 1860s, 70s when he was born, and he decided at the age of 19 to become an elephant hunter in East Africa.
Oh my.
And he came from money, so he had 400 pounds, which in 1880s was a lot of money.
Indeed.
And he introduced himself to a African king in one country, and became an elephant. They laughed at him, thought he was just a fool, but he became a very famous elephant hunter and did hunt with Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh my. Wow.
Wow.
After he went, there was during World War I, he was in his 60s, and he went to fight with the British against the Germans in Africa during World War I. He got shot and killed.
Oh no.
And here somebody collected obits
Wow.
from every possible newspaper from different countries, mostly British colonial places, all from him. And with this book comes a letter from him written in 1901 to a collector talking about his hunting experience in Newfoundland. He went to hunt in Canada, and he tells in this letter how bad the hunting was because of weather, and he's not going to tell him much, but he's going to do some more research on how to better hunt in Canada next time he goes. And that's signed by Sellos. He's a very famous hunter. Anyone who collects British hunting in Africa knows of this man.
Wow. That's quite good.
That's a sample.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate you spending the time talking to and joining us on Rare Book Cafe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And okay, I am going to move down here, and we are.
I could just hear the hum of the crowd.
Yes, it's always a delight to do that. Okay, I see three of our favorite booksellers here. Betty Delfino, who has never been on Rare Book Cafe until today. And now she is on Rare Book Cafe.
Thank you very much. Good to be on. Thank you.
And here is Mike Cotter, who's been on Rare Book Cafe many times. And
hello, everybody.
And here is Richard Oates, who has been on Rare Book Cafe many times. And I think, Richard, you're going to show us some things in your booth, right?
I am.
Is that is this a good time?
We can walk over there right now.
All right, we will do that.
It seems you have a previous engagement.
See you later.
Oh gosh, it's actually like being there.
And I just have to stop for one moment and say hi.
I missed you yesterday.
I know, but I'm glad you're back today.
I am.
And just you're live on Rare Book Cafe.
Oh, well, hello.
And you are a regular here at the Florida Antiquarian Book Fair. You come every year.
I come every year, and every year I come and I look for Sylvia Plath.
And I understand that you have a special designation for this book fair. It is it's your Christmas, is that right?
It is. This is like Christmas and Easter and Halloween and my birthday and all of the holidays combined. I look forward to it every single year.
And even though we've got you live on Rare Book Cafe, later on I want to record you saying something wonderful like that.
Absolutely. Well, I'm on Cloud 9 now. I just got a version of the Colossus. It's lovely. I'm super excited.
All right.
So I'll come find you later.
Congratulations.
It's so easy to get distracted around here just by as you walk down. You suddenly there's somebody else to talk to. I had a time getting through yesterday. I had time getting through all the booths because every time I turned, I was talking to somebody. we may have a delay with Richard because he's gotten down here and he has customers, and that's a good thing.
That's the best kind of delay.
That's right. So in the meantime, until we get him back, we just let you. I'm going to turn it around here and let you just revel in the beauty of this place. This is a 1920s. Dance venue, and it has been completely restored. The floors are just beautiful oak, and I think Richard may be available now, so let me swing around here. And Richard, let me make, okay. Hi.
I see Megan from Underground Books.
You do, don't you?
I do.
Say
That's
hi,
my
you're
friend.
on the Rare Book Cafe.
Oh, great. Hi.
Say hi and look who you're talking to.
Hey, Amber.
It's good to see you.
So how's the book fair for you?
It's been great. Yeah, it's always a pleasure being here.
So what are you searching for?
I'm just right now looking for things I can take home for all our customers in Carrollton, Georgia.
Because you have customers that you know specifically the things they want,
Yeah.
and so you're searching for things for them.
Yeah,
well, how
that's
wonderful!
For sure.
Well, thank you. We're going to meet with Richard here, and so thank you very much.
It was.
So Richard, here you are, and we're here in your booth for Blind Horse Books, and so tell us a little bit about what you brought.
Well, I specialize in geography, travel, and exploration. That's what I like the best, but I sell a variety of things, and when I come to a show, I always bring my travel books. And here's a quite beautiful book from the 19th century.
It's okay, you're fine.
Well, please come through. Please come through. Beautiful decorative binding.
Oh, look at that. Wonderful.
This is a travelogue history of Egypt.
Wow.
And there's
Wow.
And of course, all tissue guarded and just a wonderful reflection of history.
But also in just wonderful condition too.
Yes.
Truly beautiful.
We try to get the best copies of what we can find. This is a narrative of exploration to Algiers, 1819, if my memory is serving me.
Mm.
1816, written in 1819. I'm not going to unfold it, but there's a kind of a neat fold-out map. There's a view of the harbor here.
Oh, wow.
This history deals with the Barbary pirates and the British envoy who went to free 300 Christians who had been enslaved.
Right.
And he was successful in that, but not totally. Let's see. There are some. Here's we can open that up.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
Wow. That's really lovely with the fold out maps and illustrations.
Which I think is just quite clever. For everyone in the South, you need this book. How to Get Rich in the South. All right. Written in 1888.
So, is the advice still good?
I'm sure that it is. And I will tell everybody just on Rare Book Cafe a secret about this book.
Okay.
It was written by a promoter in Detroit who never came to the South.
Well,
Wow.
then you can be sure that the advice that's given is perfectly good.
I am sure that it is.
And for the ages, too.
There is a chapter on how to make money with crabgrass.
Well,
Wow.
somebody needs that now, for sure.
It is a interesting... Anyway, when you come to a book fair, if you've never been, it's like coming to a museum and it's hands-on. At least
it is.
And everyone else is this way too. You can touch, handle, feel, and see.
Right.
And whether you come to buy or just to learn, it's just a fantastic experience.
Oh, wonderful. Well,
I
thank
agree.
you very much
Thank
for spending time with us, and we will see you again on the Rare Book Cafe.
Okay, look forward to it. Bye now.
Take care.
Okay, we have an invitation around the corner here to visit with someone. Let me go back down here. Of course, I have to make sure I'm on the right row. I'm beginning now to get confused. I am confused because I'm clearly not on the right row. But as I'm randomly wandering around here,
I can think of far worse places to get lost.
well, for sure. Yes, this is if you're going to be lost, this is a place to be lost, for sure.
While you're getting to the next place, I wanted to let people know that if they're on Instagram, they can look up the hashtag Florida Book Fair 2019. And the Biblio folks have been kind of doing what you're doing, going around and taking pictures and featuring special finds from sellers. So if you're not at the fair, you can get an eyeful on our Instagram feed.
Oh, good. That's good to know. Appreciate you mentioning that. We're going to meet here shortly with Reagan, but he's got a customer right at the moment. But I'm going to show you some of his collection just because it's fun to look at. Look at that.
Wow.
Aren't those wonderful? He's going to tell us more about these. Look, a set of Milton's.
Milton.
In there's looks like there's 8 volumes, and look at the binding on that. Look at how
Just gorgeous. The edges are barely bumped. Wow. That's amazing.
And then over here, and
Ooh.
this is probably a case. Right over here.
History of Warfare.
And
That cover.
that looks wonderful.
Oh.
And then here's a biography of Mr. Roosevelt. It looks like this was put out by, I'm not sure who it's by, inscribed by FDR to his son Elliot.
Oh, wow.
Oh, isn't that nice? And then once again down here, more just beautiful bindings.
Truly gorgeous.
You have to stay far enough away from these so we don't drool on them.
Yeah, there's no bibs at the door, are there? I think they should include those.
They should, you're right. And then over here is the Cottage Bible and volumes 1 and 2. And once again, look at the intricate work on that.
Beautiful gilt work.
Both of them are just wonderful.
And I missed. I got so distracted by the books. Whose booth are we in now?
we are in
Reagan's Rare Books. Okay.
In Virginia, and when he is ready to when he's finished with his customer, then we will talk with him. But in the meantime, look at
the color, just beautiful.
And here's Holmes' works.
Oh, nice. I've got a lot of Sherlock friends who would just go gaga over those.
Professor at the breakfast table. Pages from an old volume of what?
Oh, that Holmes. I thought it was Sherlock Holmes. Now I see Wendell Holmes.
Yeah. Yes. And then let's see. They're just as you can see. There's so many beautiful ones in this.
Just insanely gorgeous.
When I left, it was nice. I don't know. I think they were calling for rain on the weekend.
I need to come here and just no picture to be used later because these are
That's one of my biggest things. Actually, a guy who was building a library in New York.
Wow.
Subscribers.
I know it's not translating 100% with the camera, but I wish I were there to appreciate them in all their fine glory.
Yes, indeed. These are. We can't do total justice to them. Hi, how are you? You're on Rare Book Cafe. This is live on Rare Book Cafe right now.
Okay, I'm live. Huh?
Yes, you're live.
All right.
Surprise!
Reagan, you are
Reagan's Rare Books.
Reagan's Rare Books in Virginia.
Yep, right outside of Richmond.
Oh, okay. And so tell us a little bit about your collections. We've been over here trying not to drool on them.
Yeah.
But
I specialize in fine leather bindings and historical documents, mostly presidential. Presidential. I have some Napoleonic stuff. I have this piece right here. This is my best piece. This is a order of execution from George Washington during the American Revolution, and he says in the letter twice, "Hang him by the neck till he be dead."
Wow.
He deserted the Continental Army. His name was Shem Kenfield, and they captured him near Canada, and they write to Washington asking what he wants to do with this person, and he writes back and says, "Hang him by the neck until he's dead." And they executed him 2 days later. So it's very
wow.
So I specialize in beautifully framed. I get them framed nicely for presentation.
Mm-hmm.
And then all my books are pretty much fine leather bindings, mostly 19th century, some 18th century, good subject matter. I do a lot of stuff for decorators who are building libraries. I have a few private clients over the years who have built their libraries.
Only they're not books by the yard, are they? These are very, very special editions.
Yeah, they are. They're usually the deluxe editions. Yeah, like so. For instance, this is a set of Walter Scott 33 volumes. They only made 26 of these, but you can see that's the beautiful boards.
Oh wow!
The doublures on the inside of the covers here, and then they have. Let's see. Oh, this one doesn't have a color plate. Most of them have a color frontispiece, but they only made 26 of these.
Oh wow!
So it's not something that everybody's going to have on their bookshelf.
No.
No.
I have a lot of presidential signed books. This is a Theodore Roosevelt. This is a Franklin Roosevelt. He owned this book, and he actually gives it to his son. He inscribes it, "From your affectionate Paul," and then he signs it, Franklin Roosevelt. So
wow.
So stuff like that. This is a signed Montgomery, Marshall Montgomery, and a Zanesdorf binding. I specialize in a lot of Revere bindings, Zanesdorf binding, Bainton binding. I try to find a lot of those kind of bindings. Those are my specialties.
And where do you
the inset?
All over the states.
Really?
So I just got back from New York. California was 2 months ago. I'm going back to New York in 2 weeks. So wherever I go, I'm looking for books. Yeah.
I was curious, what's the one behind you on the top of the shelf there? It looks like a beautiful cover on the top, golden greenish. Yeah.
This is Heath Robinson's Book of Goblins. This is bound by the the Cottage.
I love it.
And it's
that's wonderful. Oh, marbled end papers are gorgeous.
Yeah, it's a really.
See, I knew that was something special. I love folklore and fairy tales, and I didn't even see the cover, but I guess truly. Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah. The front, they paint these on vellum. So this is all done by hand, and then they lay it on the boards.
Oh,
so it's
each piece is an individual piece.
Yeah, and they inlay it. And actually, this is the same way. East of the sun and west of the moon.
Oh wow! Look at that. That's just gorgeous. And what bindery?
That's from the Cottage Bindery.
The Cottage Bindery. I have a new obsession. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for taking the time to show us what you have. This is wonderful. I may need to come back around later and take some still pictures of some of what you have.
Please do.
But we're here live on Rare Book Cafe, which normally does runs on Facebook every Saturday from 2:30 to 3:30, and I'd like to issue you this live invitation to come join us
I would love
on that as a guest at some point, and we'll be in touch and
and
set
bring
that
some
up.
special stuff.
Yes, we'd love and
this is a fraction of what I have.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
so what we'd like to do is it gives us the format gives us some time to be able to delve into some of the things that are in your collection and spend some time with them. So
that'd be great. I'd love to do that.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And we will see you soon.
Okay.
And he does list on Biblio, and I am already looking at the Book of Goblins on.
So Amber, I should have introduced you to Amber. Amber is with Biblio.com.
Okay, yeah, I'm on Biblio.
And she is helping us with these broadcasts. Her colleagues are you probably talked to them here at the fair. But Amber has been to the fair before, but is at home staying back in Asheville.
Gotcha.
But
That's right.
but anyway, she's glad
Well, nice to meet
have
you.
her.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And if you ever need anything, let us know.
I will. Thank you.
So we're going to move on down the
I
street
see
here.
those little ones there. I love it. It's the thing that surprised me the most at the fair is how many kids there were and how okay people were with that. I was not expecting as many children, and I love that they're welcome.
And not only that, but it seems to have grown every year. And this year, for the first time, Sarah created well, we talked about it before, a scavenger hunt.
That's so clever.
And the response to it has been tremendous because the people just enjoy doing it. And have gotten all around the fair. And so I think we'll do it again next year, and we tried to make sure that we had people, that we had clues that took people all around the fair. And so we've had very good success with that.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Now, he doesn't know I'm going to stop by here, but we have one of our old friends from the who you've been on Florida on the Rare Book Cafe before, and you probably come again. But do you have a moment or two that we're doing a live broadcast right now?
I have.
Do you have a moment or two?
I have no customers, so I have nothing but time.
All right. Well, show us a little bit about a couple of things that you've brought to the fair.
Sure. By all means, over this one. I have a stack of turn-of-the-century family atlases. Okay, various ones that go from 1898 to 1920. This one's in 1900.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay, I have some prints. This is from the weekly book from 1837.
Right. And,
okay.
And this is a Seminole leader, isn't it?
Yes.
It's one of the Seminole leaders.
But that's from Charles Flaherty was the artist, and that's from the first edition, 1837.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. Ooh.
French Art Nouveau prints, and these are original turn of the century.
Moulin Rouge. I love it.
Okay. What else? This is the first edition Punch from 1841 to 1843. Punch is actually the English humor magazine where the word cartoon comes from.
Right.
Ah.
This is an 1860 family Bible.
Right.
And they go for various prices. It's sort of a little of everything. I have some old children's books. This is a World War I collection for $50, 10 volumes, printed in 1920. Lots of old murder mysteries, lots of the Everman, poetry, a little of everything, just like what I have at any given time.
So
yeah.
You recently received a particularly special designation.
Yes.
So tell us about that.
Bookbub.com, which is a fairly large book blog, picked my store as one of the must-see bookstores in America out of 51 stores. I was the only one listed in Alabama.
And that's
as time goes by
in Marion, Alabama.
Wow. Well, congratulations.
Show this one. This is the actual program from the Centennial in 1876 in Philadelphia.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, it's on. And it sold for 50 cents in 1876. And what's really cool is it still has the map in the back of the fair ran for 6 months, but it still has the map in the back, which is all on onion skin.
Oh wow!
You know, But I think that's a cool piece of American history. And apparently this is where bananas were introduced to the country, was this fair.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow, that's a thing I'd never considered. That's amazing.
I'm not sure, but that's what somebody told me. It said the first bananas were brought into the country at this fair.
All right.
All right.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you for having
and,
me.
we'll see you on Rare Book Cafe at somewhere down the road.
All right. Thank you very much. I look forward to it.
Okay, so are we pretty good on time, or I can't?
We're at
tell from where
15
we're
till.
Oh, okay.
So how long does the fair open today?
Today it is open until 4.
Okay, so later into the afternoon. That's good.
Right. So let's stop quickly here. Jeremy, we are live. This is our friend Jeremy from Rare Book School. I was headed in the right direction. Rare Book School, and who has been on Rare Book Cafe numerous times. And of course, we want to have you come back. But tell us about the Florida Antiquarian Book Fair and how you're enjoying it.
It's a great fair for us. It's my third one, and we always meet a lot of new people and lots of good books, and it's a great venue. And yeah, it's great. Love it. Love this fair.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we will see you soon. But thank you for visiting with us.
See you later.
And all right. Well, I think we'll go back down this way because that way looks crowded, and it'll be easier to get through this way.
It's a wonderful problem having to fight through a crowd full of bookish people.
Yes, it is. Yes, that we can deal with that kind of problem all the time. Hi. You have a couple of minutes?
A little while.
Sure. Sure. We're broadcasting live now. Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, I will, in a few minutes, I may be.
Okay. All right. From Alexander Rare Books in near, actually, not that far from you guys.
I was about to say, I think they're our neck of the woods.
Yeah, just outside of Durham, I think. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So we're just randomly walking through here. There's Jonathan Tom Have from Everglades Fine Books. We had him on yesterday. And there's Barbara Lowe from Cardtique, and we had her on yesterday. She was on TV too.
I saw that.
So, hi, Barbara.
Hi.
And I don't believe I've gotten a chance to talk with you, but you're live on Rare Book Cafe on Facebook, and I know your dad. I haven't met you before though, but talk to us a little bit. Tell us about you and about the business. And there's Mike Slicker.
Hi, folks.
Yeah, so my name's Annie Stroud. I'm John Stroud's daughter from West Virginia, and he couldn't make it this year because he was the choir director at their church and had a thing.
And he had an event going on.
Well, they're actually Antiochian Orthodox, so they're
okay. So this is it today.
Yeah,
right?
well, last night technically.
Or last
yeah.
night,
Yep.
okay.
So they have a late service, and yeah, so he sent me down instead. So he specializes in church history and early American theology primarily, and yeah, we've got a lot of
Well,
great stuff.
tell us about one of the special pieces that you have.
Sure. So let's see. There's a couple. This one is one of my favorites. This one's interesting in that it's, the Battle of Bede, but there's actually a section in this book too that has a whole section in Anglo-Saxon in the back, which you can't see right now because I've got the map out. But
Oh, neat.
it's also beautiful.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, so that one's really exciting. We've got some interesting stuff in here for sure. The maps are what I probably like the most personally, but I'm not a church theology person. We also have, this is pretty specific, but we have this little diary from a guy who was a Presbyterian minister in Romney, West Virginia.
Right.
And it's pretty straightforward, little diary. But I really think it's pretty cool. I love looking through books like that. For sure. Personally.
I love those special little personal things like that.
So I should introduce you to who you're talking to.
Hello.
Hi.
This is Amber Sheehan, and she is with Biblio.com.
Okay, cool.
And she's helping us to broadcast the.
Oh, perfect.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
So, that looks interesting.
Yeah, this is also very cool. Some of the images are quite gruesome. It's just like anti-war engravings. So we found this one that was like lovely, but quite as gruesome as some of the other ones. But it's a really fascinating book, super interesting to look through.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and we've got, my dad's got some like really old books for sure, kind of his early 16th, 17th, 18th century stuff that a lot of people seem to really like. We had, some like little kid come in here and be like, what? This is actually from this time period.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
A lifetime of fascination.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Sure. Enjoy the rest of the day.
See you soon. Okay, we're going to move on around and we just keep wandering the streets of the little book city that we have here, and there's always something fascinating on every street. There's in fact there are many fascinating things on every street. So, and you remember, Amber, you remember when you came before that it just everywhere you turn there's something that's fascinating that you want to look at.
Absolutely. And I'm, there with Biblio, I'm supposed to be talking to people about that. And instead I'm asking, wait, can I see that? What is this book from? Oh, look at that. Oh yeah. Something Biblio.
Well, your colleagues are over there working hard.
Oh, is there booth hopping?
They are, some of them I think are indulging in their interest in collecting books because they're looking at pictures of books. Anyway, here they are.
Oh yeah, that's that Instagram stream. As we've got it there on the monitor there. Hi everybody.
You can hear somebody you recognize there, right? So Amber and I are walking around the fair. It looks like and it looks like everybody's just engaged, totally engaged, and so I like to hear that. And how's it going for you? All right, well, good. See you guys later.
Safe trip home.
Okay, so I'm flying blind here because some of the people were passing here. I haven't checked with them to see if they want to do this, but I don't.
Well, one thing I will let people know is if they do go to the Biblio booth, there is a chance to win a copy of the Red Fairy book by Andrew Lang, and chance to win Biblio bucks, which are store credit on Biblio. So, you know, if there's any folks out there who want to stop by and put their name in the hat, we'd love to have them. So.
Oh, good. All right. Well, that's good to let everybody know. I'm going to stop over here. He doesn't know that I'm doing this, but he's always ready. So I'm going to stop over here. We're once again, you are on Rare Book Cafe. We're doing our third. This is our third day of doing the book fair, and you're talking to Amber.
Hello,
Amber. So she's right there, and so tell us about. I know we didn't check with you in advance, but tell us about something that we haven't seen before.
Let's see, that you haven't seen. Okay, let's go and take a look. One of these. I like books that are in different formats and that you look at differently. This one is not all that old, by the way, not old by our standards, about 1984. Okay. And when it was published, it was all packed in plastic and put up on a shelf, and gee, nobody could figure out what it was, but it's a kind of old format from the 19th century called a tunnel book, and it expands.
Oh, wow.
This, and the idea is to look in through a little peephole on the top. Oh my goodness, I don't know if you can do that. Let's see.
No, not quite. Oh, I got a little bit of it.
Oh,
that's fascinating.
Well,
I've never seen that.
Now, if we get right up there,
I could see a tiny. There we go. Oh, and it comes into focus. The little trolls and mushrooms. Oh, that's amazing.
That's wonderful.
It folds up just like that.
Oh, that is wonderful.
I know, I've been sitting here watching you open these up. I'm like, hey, I got to go over there. I know. I'm looking at here. Oh, cool.
Isn't that fun?
That is really neat.
So, you specialize in children's books?
All children's books, right? All children's books.
He specializes in children's books, but I wanted to ask you, can we come visit your booth?
We have a bunch of things that are really from the mid-19th century. It always amazes me that
great.
Something like this, for instance, which is about 1890 or so, isn't just about as good condition as as one of the books that you'd find, considering it's a book that.
Oh, the movables! Wow.
This is.
Oh, wow. And it's still so smooth. That's amazing.
So how something like this survived the rigors of children for 130 years.
Yes.
One of the great mysteries about Yeah. So lots of wonderful, odd things that we find that we like to share with you.
So, Larry, thank you very much for
thank you
joining us, and we look forward to seeing you on Rare Book Cafe
somewhere down the line.
Yes.
Okay. You take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, we're going to go over here, and we're going to visit K&S Fine Art, and I think there's some exciting things in here. They've gotten a little bit busy here.
Ah, well, that's a wonderful problem.
Which it is indeed. But
we are also about at the time.
We're so this will probably be our last visit.
Oh,
and,
it looks.
Let me see if see.
Oh, look at all those prints.
Right here. Look at the prints here. These are just.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. Look, that's upside down, but it's still beautiful. Yeah. Look at that. Right.
And the shells. Sheet music. Oh, wow.
There's a black next
still. Can we do it?
He would be the better
He's
one.
the man. We should do that? Okay.
Yellow crown.
He looks like he's busy at the moment, but we're going to just
appreciate the wares.
and we're just going to look at some of the wonderful things that he has in here.
And it was K&S Fine Prints or Fine Art.
Say it again.
Yeah, you said that was K&S Fine Art.
That's right.
Okay.
K&S Fine Art.
Oh, and I love the botanical and the.
Look at that. Oh.
Just gorgeous.
Birds of America, John Jay. Audubon.
Wow.
Audubon. Here's a Japanese print.
Wow.
And then this is from
Sporting.
And yeah. And then, oh, look at that. It's French.
Oh, that's too funny. Metamorphoses.
And then up here's a Edward Lear owl.
Wow.
And this is hand-colored lithograph. From
I can see why they're so busy.
Yes, they're just it's a museum. It's like a museum right in here. And every place you look, there's just beautiful, beautiful things.
Wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, I love those.
This is they have identified a specialty that a lot of other dealers do a little bit of here and there, but not to the extent that we're looking at here. Of course, they have some standard volumes as well, but the work in here is, oh, look at this. This is sheet music from the 17th century.
Wow.
I work with audiologists, but...
Amazing.
It's a busy place in here. Oops.
Go ahead, sir.
Excuse me.
Here he is.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Oh,
You got the Kestrel there, too.
Move over here on this side.
Well, at least you'll know by the time we get to
Oh, wow.
Economy, and then this looks like I think this is French, but it's of a Chinese ship or riverboat, probably.
Wow. Really beautiful.
And then maps. Look at this. I'll see if I can find you a map of Ireland.
Here there be monsters. Wait. Northumberland.
Oh, they have. There's all of
the counties, or. Wow. Well, they've got an amazing selection.
It really is. So we probably have pretty much run out of time.
Yeah, we've gone a few minutes over.
We've still got. Oh, we have.
Oh, just a couple. It's easy. It's easy to with all the beautiful books.
Oh, it is indeed. So this is our final broadcast here at the Antiquarian Book Fair. We thank you everybody for joining us, and hope you'll join us next week at the at our regularly scheduled time. And I should just turn all that over to Lindsay while I wander off over here and ogle books.
Enjoy the rest of your fair.
Thank you so much.
Well, another perfectly good hour is gone, and we thank all of our friends who watched us during the course of this live broadcast and who will do so on the replay. We've been averaging about 7,000 to 8,000 reach a day for the show, the 3 days that the book fair has been running. We have picked up 99 new friends on the book fair Facebook page. We're up to 1,450 now. Hope to be closing in on 1,500 in no time flat. And we're grateful to all of our friends who share our programs with their friends, and also to folks like Amber Sheehan and her colleagues at Biblio, who are not just sponsors of the book fair, but real friends of books. And we are delighted that you were able to take 3 hours of your time on a weekend to join us. You made it fun and entertaining as always. And we're just delighted you could be with us, and hope to have you back on the show again before too long.
I'd be happy to do it. It's been fun. It was almost like being there.
The one thing that we cannot do is start the clock for 2020 yet. Ordinarily every week we count down the number of days. The official dates have not yet been recognized or announced, but we will probably start that next week. At 2:30 on next Saturday, we'll be back at our regular time with new and interesting guests on the Rare Book Cafe. As we leave you, if you feel like lighting a birthday candle for some beloved literary figures, today is the birthday of Harper Lee, probably America's favorite Southern writer, who proved that if you write the right book, you only have to write one. It's also the birthday of Terry Pratchett, the great British writer whom I adore and miss terribly every day. And he was born this day in 1948. And
Good Sir Terry.
One related important event that took place in 1925, this was the day that T.S. Eliot joined Faber and Faber as an editor, and that became an even greater influence on the world of literature over the next 30 years than he had already been as a poet in the 20s. So there are fascinating things we can talk about endlessly on the show. One we didn't get to today because we were having so much fun on the floor is a story that's up on the Antiquarian Book Fair page on Facebook about the Library of Burnt Books in Augsburg, Germany. It was collected by a German, over a 35-year period. His father was a Nazi who killed himself when the war ended. The man was a teenager at the time, and he had actually seen some of the book burnings that took place when he was a child. And so he set as his task to try and understand the whole Nazi phenomenon, to collect all the books the Nazis banned.
Wow.
So he created, it's a BBC video with a short story attached that I found today. The man collected 12,000 different titles that the Nazis banned and burned or suppressed. And in 2009, a few years before he died, he donated sold the entire collection to the University Library in Augsburg in Germany. And so the curator of the collection explains more of the background of that. But
Wow.
Stories like that fascinate me because they underline how anything can be a collection. You can go wherever your interest leads you in life, and it can become immensely gratifying personally, and then a lot of times historically significant as well. So with that thought, we will leave you for this week. Hope you will join us again next week and have some good book hunting wherever you are. Yesterday was Independent Booksellers Day, but every day is a good day to go buy some books from a book dealer.
Absolutely.
So, thanks again, Amber, and we'll see you next time.
Next time. Take care, everyone.